I've got a 2007 Honda VTX 1300, and I'm just going to show you quickly how to change your rear brakes. It's a very easy job to do. We're going to go ahead and remove the 12mm bolt right here. This is what holds in the caliper. I have I've loosened this already. We're going to go do that, and then what we're going to do is pull this bolt out. The next thing to do is to remove this bolt cover. It's just a flat head that comes out, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and remove this pin that is holding the brake pads in. But before I remove that, I just want to show you that once we've already removed this bolt, this is going to tilt upwards, and as you can see, the brake pads would come off. Once I remove this, we're gonna push in the piston first using a C-clamp, and I'll show you all that process. And after that, we're gonna hold these brake pads in place, drop this pin in, tighten that, and then we're going to rotate this back while making sure these two brake pads set in to their seat on this side of the rotor and on the other side. So let me get this pin removed, and so that I can show you what my setup is to get the piston pushed back in. Oh, it was recording all that time. Alright, so I've got this pin opened up. I'm just going to hold my hands here. Go ahead and pull this pin out. So once that pin comes out, my pad should come in. So this is basically it. You can see pretty much I've used up a good part of the life of the pads. Got nice and clean, even wear on my rotors. Just trying to show you there. Everything looks good. So I'm going to go ahead and push that piston in using a C-clamp. This piston right here. So here's the setup of how I use a C-clamp to push the piston in all the way. I did it on this side, then I would push it, then I would loosen this up and then move the C-clamp over so that I was pushing the piston in kind of evenly from the two opposite corners. So let me get the let me get the C-clamp removed and show you how to install the pads. So here are the new pads, and these are the old ones. You do want to make sure that you take off the clips and install them on the correct one. So this way you have the shim plate that helps keep the anti-rattle noise, and also the shims that are needed for the piston to push up against. So significantly thicker. So I'm going to go ahead and put the shims on and start installing them into the caliper. Okay, so now to install the pads in, just kind of want to show you. Can you hold the caliper for me? So this is the slot in which you're going to move your hand up so you get some light. So this is the slot that the outside pad is going to sit in, and this is, let me see if I can get some light. And this is the location where the inner pad is going to sit in. So when we install this, we're going to lower this so that this bolt is lined up, and I'm going to slide this in. So I'm going to go ahead and use both of my hands. I'm going to have him hold the camera. So this caliper comes in and out now. So what we're going to do is get it in place, and right there. So my rear brake pad is in place, and then we're going to install the front one in the same fashion, and it's in place. Just to kind of show you from the front, you should be able to see right there. It's in right there. So just to kind of give you an idea, right there. And so you'll know that your pad is seated, and so you can feel it before you before you start bolting everything together. So I'm going to go ahead and put in the pin that's going to hold my pads in. Can you hold the camera? So again, all right, it's in place. This is just to get that started. I'm going to go ahead and put this bolt in as well. So I'm going to come back and visually inspect. There's the pad from that side, and then I'm just going to go ahead and feel it on the opposite side by my hand, and it's in place. And basically you'll know that the inner pad is seated. So that's basically it. So I'm going to go ahead and tighten up the two bolts and apply the foot brake manually a few times, and just to make sure everything is locked in place by rolling the bike forward and backward, and then I can take it for a quick test spin. Hopefully this has been helpful to show you how to do the rear brakes. It's only a matter of 10-15 minutes. Let me know if you've got any questions. Thank you for watching.